Hi, everyone. It's Daphne Walbridge from the First Year Principal. Welcome to today's coaching. If you're new to my community, I help first year and aspiring principals thrive as educational leaders. And I do this by focusing on conscious leadership, creativity, and connection. So, one question I get a lot is how do you manage work life balance as a school leader? A lot of aspiring principals worry that they won't be able to manage having a life, a family, interests, and juggle the work of a principal. And it's often one reason why they hesitate. They decide not to apply for the position. And I see this especially with younger women who aspire to be principals, but are worried that they won't have enough time for their families. So if this resonates with you, I'd love to know. You can just leave your thoughts down below. I know this was a big worry of mine before I became a principal. I am now a superintendent, so I get to lead principals and actually help them manage their work and life as much as I can by being a model to them and by offering them some advice and some tips on how to manage work and life. So the biggest mindset, I think it's all in the mindset. And what I want to talk about today is a concept that is very important, and it's basically to forget the concept of balance because it's not possible. Okay, we cannot have a perfectly balanced life. Our life has not been designed to be like a pie where there's a quarter, there's a half, there's an eighth. It doesn't work that way. And what we need to realize is that we're seeking, rather than balance, we're seeking this special recipe: work-life integration. So that's what we're really looking for. We're looking for ways of integrating our work, our career, in all aspects of our lives. And when you start adopting this mindset, that's when you start winning this famous battle of work-life balance. So what does this look like? Well, I'm going to give you a few examples. So when I was a vice principal, a high school vice principal, I made sure to make it a point to expose my daughter to as many after-school activities as I could, because I knew this was important to her. She loved the idea of the high school life, and I wanted to have fun with her. I wanted to expose her to this, and I wanted to have fun with her at the same time. So I wanted to show her that there were a lot of great opportunities waiting for her when she would head into high school. And my daughter Phoebe she was about 5, 6, when I was a vice principal, so she was pretty young. So I would make sure to, to just be discerning, and I would invite her and bring her with me to evening events that were fun and that displayed leadership and that had a nice, collaborative aspect to the evening where maybe she could take part and she would feel validated and valued, and she loved it. So that's what I mean by integrating. So try to bring the best aspects of your career, of your work as a principal, and invite your family into your work life. Even when I was an elementary school principal during the Christmas time, the last day before Christmas holidays, I remember inviting Phoebe to come for the day with me, and she played the elf, and she would go into the little classrooms, the JK and K students, and she would be the elf and enjoy, teaching them some little lessons. So again, validating her, exposing her to mom's work life, and just bringing the whole role of the principal into the home, into the family, in a healthy, creative way. And so this is what I tell principals when I'm asked to talk to, teachers who are taking their principalship course. I make sure to share this with them because, there are some times in the school year, and this, that it is pretty heavy, and you have to be, at work longer hours because of the time of the year. But when you can have your child or your spouse or the whole family take part in a school activity or an initiative, it makes them feel part of the journey, and it helps you feel better about what you're doing as well, and you're sharing a little bit of your professional life with them. So that is the best response I can offer to any aspiring principal who is on the fence because she may be afraid to jump in because of the demands of the job, and what effect it could have on her family life. It can be a very positive experience. You need to get creative, and you need to be discerning, and you need to take action. So I'm going to go back to the full mode here. So basically, that's what I wanted to share with you. If this coaching session resonated with you, I would love to get your input. I would love to get your thoughts on this and how this landed with you. If you know someone who could use this lesson, this coaching lesson, somebody who wants to get into admin and is kind of on the fence, and is worried about work-life integration or work-life balance, send them over this way, and let them know this coaching exists. I think it could be a great resource for them. I have another resource for you if you're an aspiring principal. I've created a quick checklist of steps you can start taking today to make sure you're setting the stage for a proper planning process to help you move forward to the interview and to prepare you for your first principalship. So it's called the Principalship Prep Checklist. It's a free resource. I'm adding the link to this talk. It's in the description box above, or if you're watching this on IGTV, it is in the profile link. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye for now.